Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name is Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 171, I think. And if you're wondering, the glasses on my face, they were a Christmas gift. They were a Christmas gift from the CEO of Nvidia. Me and him, we go way back. College days. I mean, me and him would literally be up for all hours of the night coming up with business ideas and plans, and some of his went this way and some of mine went that way. So shout out to you, my friend. The CEO of Nvidia got me these sunglasses, so you can only imagine how much they actually cost. And this year for Christmas, I hope everyone had a great Christmas. This is our post-Christmas extravaganza. I got myself, I can't see a damn thing in these glasses. I got myself these red cups. I got myself these red 32-ounce pizza shop. I love them. I love them. I've been drinking out of them. I'm not doing the stainless steel anymore. Meg's got me one new stainless steel cup. I use it occasionally. We're not doing it every day. I can't do it. I can't do it with the stainless steel. My mouth tastes like steel. All the carbon I probably have, I think, I can't prove it, but I'm almost positive that the Stanley Company may or may not have given me cancer. You know what I mean? Where's my button volume? There it is.
What are we doing?
And so, here we are after Christmas. What a lovely time of year. Listen, did it feel festive this year? I don't know. I think a lot of people weren't really feeling it. The weather, the atmosphere, the energy. I think I heard someone else say it, but I think they might have said it best. It was all of the energy and attention and the roller coaster ride of the election and assassination attempts and everything in the news and the media leading up to November. And then bam, now we've all got to be focused and excited and hyper and happy about the holiday season. We got to be excited for Thanksgiving. We got to get Thanksgiving family. We got to make the cookies. We got to then get Christmas. We got to go Christmas shopping. We have to be in New York City Christmas shopping 24 hours before Christmas Eve.
What are we doing?
And so, it's fine. And so it's just like, I think millennials are kind of done. Like millennials, we don't have Christmas list anymore. We're lucky if we're getting through the holidays with our significant others this year. I know a lot of people who aren't. I know a lot of people whose families just didn't show up, or people who didn't go on purpose. Like there was this kind of weird atmospherical in the air situation that I think a lot of people experienced this Christmas, and I'm not sure what that had to do. Maybe election related, but maybe it's just, the kind of situation you get to when you reach the age. I mean, like our parents are lucky. Like we said buy gifts for the kid. We didn't get anybody anything this year. And it's like our parents are lucky if they get a mason jar that they can simply add water to because all the ingredients are in it, and then boom, heat it up and it makes soup. Or like a hot cocoa kit, or you know what I mean? Like our parents are lucky if they're getting that from us this year, let alone anything at all.
What are we doing?
And so it's like we can buy our own clothes. We can do our own show. We can buy our own shoes, slipper, whatever it is. So unless you're like writing us a check or handing us an Amazon gift card with a value of no less than $100 on it, we don't want it.
What are we doing?
And I made it very clear this year. I made it very clear. I don't want anything. I don't want anything for Christmas, because that means it inevitably comes with something, whether it's the minuscule task of just opening it in front of the gift giver, or just the whatever type of it comes with. It's just, I don't want any gifts. Okay. I made it very clear this year. Last year we did this thing where people handed me gifts at 30 years old. I'm a 30-year-old man. People were handing me gifts, multiple gifts, and my in-laws are handing just people, family members, in-laws, they're handing me gifts, and now they're just staring at me. They're staring at me, and they're waiting for me to open these gifts, and I'm getting these glaring looks like, are you going to open them? Are you going to see what it is? Are you going to see what we got you? To inevitably then open the gifts, only to be greeted with another stainless steel tumbler that's probably going to leak chemicals into my brain. Oh, and whoop-de-doo, wouldn't you know it? Another Funko Pop.
What are we doing?
They need to be outlawed in 2025. And so, thank God for that brand new pop to add to the wall collection. So now I have to fake a smile, say thank you, and walk everything I just opened over to the trash, because that's inevitably what it is. I'm done with the gift. If there's something I need to buy, I'm an adult. I have a job. I have income. I know what there's nothing. What more do you want me to do? Like, I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said or done about it. Stop buying me things and expecting me to, hate it. You know what I mean? And like the annual mother's gift, dude, the annual mother's gift, okay? The mother's gift, if you're new to this whole thing, but you probably have it, you just don't know about it, okay, is when your mother or your in-laws, your spouse's mother, when your mother gives you a gift, or someone in your family, that is so ridiculous, okay, after opening the gift, the only logical thing to do is for all of you to start having serious conversations about whether or not we need to put mom into like an assisted living home, maybe at the start of this year.
What are we doing?
And so the annual mother gift, okay, gifts in the past have ranged from things like a jokes for 8-year-old book, like a book with 100 jokes in it for 8-year-olds that someone's mother definitely purchased at the Dollar General.
What are we doing?
And like, what else did mom get us one year? Oh, snow scrapers. Any endless amount of snow scrapers, not the traditional ones that you just buy and have worked for years. It's got to be the circular ones that she saw in a Facebook ad. It's the squeegee, push it off kind of broom one that she saw in the Facebook ad. What else have we got? We've gotten so many things. Designer poo bags for the dog that she bought from Ross Dress for Less.
What are we doing?
Multiple coloring books with the cheap crayons, dude. Like the mom, first of all, if you're buying the cheap waxy crayons that don't even color, and you can't afford the 98-cent box of basic Crayolas, don't get the gift.
What are we doing?
But the mom gift has to come with the cheap Dollar Tree waxy crayons that don't actually color on the paper, okay? Like, you get the point, okay? It's the mom gift. And so this year, the culprit of the gift was none other than Sandy Dunkel. And the receiver of the gift, I think it ended up with me, but initially the gift went to my sister and her wife. And what wouldn't you know, to their surprise, opening up on Christmas Eve from our mother with love, to and from Sandy with love, she opens up a pair of used socks.
What are we doing?
And now I think, it's mom. Morgan, my sister, must have left the socks at Sandy's house, and she's just wrapping them up in wrapping paper to give them back to her. You'd be incorrect. They're not my sister's socks. They don't fit her. She doesn't buy that brand. She's very brand specific, okay? She knows those socks aren't hers. They're not her wife's. They're not mine. They're not my fiance. They're not Meg's. They're not anybody. No one knows. Sandy doesn't know. John doesn't. No one knows. The family, the mystery of the 2024 Christmas socks still hasn't been solved.
What are we doing?
just so you know, we did dispose. We burned the socks outside. We disposed of them for good. They were utterly disgusting. Sandy gifted us as kids because Morgan then said, hey, I don't want them here. Give them to Levi. They must be his. And then we just inevitably got a flamethrower and torched them and basically turned them into dust because we wanted nothing to do with who's ever used socks my mother gifted us for Christmas this year.
What are we doing?
So that's how our Christmas went. You know what I mean? That's how it went. And if you know now what the mom gift is, let me know in the comment. Maybe let me know what mom gifts you might or potentially have received over the years. One year my mom got me ... in the comments down below. And don't forget, while you're here, you might as well, hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like and subscribe. As my son would say, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we just got to get him recording. Got to get him on a recording doing that so we can use it for the pod. Meg's got me a gift this year. Look at this. I woke up Christmas morning. This is what Meg's got me as a gift, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a wonderful contraption. It is a wake and bake dream griddle alarm clock. Now, gifts like these are kind of like the best thing ever, okay? It's like a 2-in-1, knocks two things out at once. It's half the price, you know, like it's one of those things where you know and I know this is going to be a hit. So when I opened this, I was ecstatic. I was so excited to get this product because I needed a new alarm clock. I needed a new alarm clock already. And what better way? And I needed something to kind of kickstart my day as well. We didn't know what it was until Meg's found this product. And now, every night before bed, I just crack 2 eggs on it, okay? I take my pancake batter, I put them in there's a little contraption to hold in the batter, to hold in the eggs so they don't cross-contaminate. And so I got that there. And by God, does every morning at 8 a.m., my room smells delicious. I got bacon going, I got eggs, I got pancakes. I wake up to flip them. It's incredible. So Meg's got me this for Christmas this year, and I'm just kidding. That was just a box. It wasn't a gift. She got me a blowjob and a cake. She got me a blowjob and she made me a cake, ladies. And that's how simple it is. Spend $0 on Christmas. Yeah. That's Meg's tip. No, but she did give me one other thing. Spoiler alert for the end of the episode. We'll be doing a taste test momentarily. Meg's got me. Listen to this. Look, listen. She got me all flavors. We're going to do these at the end of the episode. All flavors of the Trailer Park Boys potato chips. I mean, how excited. I've got I think 6 flavors down there, and we're going to try each one. We're going to give our honest review and opinion. It's going to be our very first What Are We Doing podcast, New Year's Eve extravaganza. It's the last day of 2024, and why not end it on a bang? So coming up real soon, we're going to be doing, and I'll do my best to block the microphone so I'm not munching and crunching into it for you guys. No ASMR here. Just this button.
What are we doing?
So we got to give 2024 to our girl, Sabrina Carpenter. She's the girl of the year. She's the person of the year. She's ending it off with a bang. She just announced her collaboration with Dunkin' Donuts, and it's there, dude. She's the GOAT. I think she took it this year. I think she's the best to do it. I think she deserves it. I think she's waited a long time for this. She's been putting out music and on the Disney Channel and doing what she loves for years now. And now that she's finally in the spotlight, it's time for her to shine. And so Sabrina Carpenter, we love her, and we give her all of the props there. Carpenter is everywhere, okay? Swift, Beyonce, Adele, Christina Aguilera, and Selena Gomez have all sung her praises. If you didn't watch her on the season finale of Saturday Night Live, you probably saw her in The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And if you didn't see her at Coachella, you definitely tuned in for her performance at the VMAs. And if you missed her opening for Taylor Swift on the 25 Stops of the Eras tour, you cannot be helped. The moment Sabrina Carpenter herself says she knew she'd reached a new level when there was a joke about her in Dan and Eugene Levy's open monologue for the 2024 Emmys. Eugene Levy, sorry, I said his name wrong. That was probably the first time I was like, oh, I'm not even there. Right. She's a star. She's a star. She's the spitting image and duplicated clone of Christina Aguilera, and she's a star in her own right. For those of you who don't know and would seemingly think that out of nowhere in 2024, Sabrina Carpenter just poof appeared on your FYP, you're sadly mistaken. Carpenter may appear to have materialized out of nowhere as a fully formed pop star, but she has been grinding it out for the last 16 years. Growing up in East Greenville, PA, which, by the way, another Pennsylvania star. Shout out to the state of PA.
What are we doing?
She started posting videos of herself singing on YouTube when she was 9, and her big break came at 13 when she landed a role on Disney Channel's Girl Meets World, a reboot of the classic 90s series that we know and love on this show. Boy Meets World. Carpenter makes a point to note that she signed with her first label, Disney Hollywood Records, at 12 years old. Before she booked the TV show, I knew that I wouldn't be able to thrive as a recording artist the same way I would have been able to working on a show as a child actor, she says, which I know sounds weird to have that perspective at 12, but I was really, really lucky too. Carpenter released 4 albums with Disney-owned label, with the Disney-owned label between 2015 and 2019, and continued to act in movies like The Adventures in Babysitting, I Hate You Give, and Tall Girl. But she couldn't quite break through to the mainstream as an artist. For a long time, she says, for a long time I was consistently guided and misguided. I'm so grateful for all of those times that I was led astray, because now I'm a lot more equipped going into situations where I have to trust my own instincts. Wow. It's what a shocker, what a surprise to know that that she was that basically she was misguided in Hollywood. What a shocker to know that someone in Hollywood gave Sabrina Carpenter bad advice.
What are we doing?
Well, isn't that crazy? So we love Sabrina. She's the breakout star of the year, but she's been at it for years. She's from Pennsylvania. She's got this new Dunkin' Donuts offering, and I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, it just kind of got announced, and it's coming out tomorrow. So breaking news here on the Juan Pod, okay? Dunkin' and Sabrina Carpenter shake it up in a new year with Sabrina's Brown Sugar Shaken Espresso, available December 31st, 2024. I mean, what a whirlwind of a new story. I mean, how excited are we? The first thing I'm doing tomorrow is going to Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
If there's one day that begs for a little extra espresso, it's New Year's Eve on December 31st. Dunkin' teams up with Sabrina Carpenter, the Grammy-nominated global superstar behind this year's chart-topping hits, Espresso, to introduce the Sabrina's Brown Sugar Shaken Espresso, a limited-time, handcrafted iced beverage combining Dunkin's bold espresso, brown sugar notes, and oat milk shaken to perfection. The result is a deliciously frothy, subtly sweet sip ready to kick off 2025 in style. The launch is celebrated through Dunkin's playful new ad campaign, Shake That S. Fun spin on the word ass.
What are we doing?
Because we can't say it in marketing anymore. starring the espresso expert and bringing Sabrina's burst of personality, the trademark humor, into the Dunkin' cinematic universe. But that's not all, folks. Beep, you know what I mean? Shit, wrong button, if you know what I mean.
What are we doing?
But that's not all. Shaken up at Dunkin'. Also arriving December 31st is a new $5 meal deal. Yes, $1 off from their previous meal deal. That makes me happy. The $5 meal deal features 2 tasty wake-up wrap sandwiches and a medium hot coffee or iced coffee, plus Cravey worth items with a sophisticated chocolate twist like the lava cake signature latte, lava cake coffee, and the chocolate whoopie pie specialty donut with Dunkin's new winter menu.
What are we doing?
So I don't know what you're doing on December 31st, but I know what I'm doing.
I just love shaking that ass.
You're really good at shaking that ass.
Been shaking that ass for hours. You should try it.
I'm shaking that ass.
Can I grab that ass?
Yes.
Thank you.
Am I
There it
shaking
is.
that ass?
You are shaking that ass.
No one shakes that ass like Gam Gam.
Grandma? Oh, shake that ass kind of sounds like shake that ass. Sabrina's Brown Sugar Shaken Espresso, only at Dunkin'.
I need it.
What are we doing?
Give it to me. Bring it to me now. I need it now. I don't need it tomorrow when it comes out. I'm going to go. Listen, I've got the local hookup. If you forget, one of the many memories that we have this year is the debut and then the return, the sequel of DJ Daddy Donuts.
What are we doing?
So I've got the hookup. I've got the phone numbers and direct line to 2 individual Dunkin' Donuts owners, franchisee owners in the area. I'll get it today. If they're making it tomorrow, they have to have the ingredients today.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna go get one today. I'm gonna call my guy. I'm gonna say, hey, what's up, my guy?
What are we doing?
I gotta stop hitting that button. I gotta stop hitting the PH button. I'm going to say, what's up, my guy? And he's going to give me the Sabrina's Brown Sugar Shaken Espresso from Dunkin' a day early because I need it. You know what I mean? It needs to be something that we have. And so it's Sabrina Carpenter. It's one of those situations where I think we see a star like her kind of once in a lifetime. She's just starting, right? So we're going to see her grow. There's going to be another album. There's going to be another tour. I mean, does she have, dare I say, Taylor Swift potential? I don't know. I hope she does, and I'm looking forward to it. We're already obsessed with her kind of a little bit here, so if that success then inevitably continues, let's rock and roll. Let's go. We're ready for a 2025 Sabrina Carpenter renaissance.
What are we doing?
Or whatever the word is that I should have used there because I'm illiterate. I have a 3rd grade reading level and I shouldn't have a microphone in front of me. And it's fine. I know what, I need to do. But, it's fine. And so looking forward into 2025, this is something fun. A list that I saw yesterday that just kind of doesn't make sense to me, man. It doesn't make sense when I saw this list. This is a list of all like the sequels and thirds and fourths and fifths, all of the movies, all of the new sequels coming to theaters in 2025. Listen to this list, and we've got a few reactions here because we can't believe we're getting to this point with some of these franchises, how some of these have been greenlit, the billions of dollars this list. Let's go through how much money this list is inevitably going to lose because we just know that these properties are just listen, I know the horror, starting off with the first one, next year we're getting Saw 11.
What are we doing?
Because we bring it back 3 times, and the 3rd time's a charm. Now people are back interested in the franchise again, so it made a bunch of money. And so now we think we're going to bring back it again with the same, just whatever. We can't keep coming up with the same. There has to be a stop to how many contraptions we can use to yank someone's eyeballs out of their skull.
What are we doing?
But we're going to keep doing it. Second on the list, Nobody 2. Now, I haven't seen Nobody 1, but I heard it was good. Our boy Better Call Saul, okay, Bob Odenkirk. We love him. And I'm thinking Nobody 2 might be a successor in 2025, but it's one of very few on this list. Tron Ares. Is anyone asking for a new Tron movie? Didn't think so. Okay. Zootopia 2. You know this one's going to smash.
What are we doing?
This might be the highest grossing movie on the list. Zootopia 2. I think everyone's been waiting for a sequel to Zootopia. It was a heartfelt, loving, new and original take on a movie, and to see where the characters are at and what's happening in 20. Let's go with a Zootopia 2. We've got another good one on the list, but that's like, I think that might be it, because like next is Megan 2.0. Okay. The robot girl named Megan, the little girl that's an AI robot. Enough with the, I can't do it with AI. I'm done watching the clips of Megan Fox as a robot getting banged by the husband and the robot rubbing it in the wife's face. I'm done. I haven't even seen the movie, but TikTok ruins it all for us, dude. It needs to be banned.
What are we doing?
We'll see what happens come January 19th. Megan 2.0. Greenland 2, don't even know what that is. Can't make money. Freaky Friday 2. I mean, is the nostalgia train still riding on that? Are we still, like, I understand that, like, Lindsay Lohan is in her Christmas actress era, her Christmas print. Like, she's kind of coming back as, like, the Hallmark Christmas kind of actress of it all. She's done 1 or 2 movies every year for the last couple. But, like, Freaky Friday, I mean, her, Jamie Lee Curtis, like, let it needs to kind of not, I don't know. Well, hey. What could they possibly do?
What are we doing?
What could the plot? What could the turning point? What could the stipulate? Like, what? The mother and daughter, Freaky Friday, they have a falling out, and then poof, they switch, or their daughters switch, or something happened. Like, who knows? It's not, it can't, we don't, there wasn't, you're not going to be able, let's watch it fail.
What are we doing?
The Bad Guys 2, that'll probably make some money. Conjuring 4, we've got a 4th movie, and you'll never guess what we're doing in the 4th Conjuring movie. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're probably going to conjure up some pretty nasty shit.
What are we doing?
The Old Guard 2, never heard of it. Den of Thieves 2, I feel like I should turn on the first one just to rewatch that. That might be good. I feel like it has a small cult following. I don't think it's going to do crazy numbers at the box office. But Den of Thieves 2, I'm kind of here for that one too. Happy Gilmore 2, this is where the list gets controversial, folks. Strap in, buckle up. They dropped the trailer on Christmas Eve, I think, maybe Christmas Day, for Happy Gilmore 2. Netflix produced, part of Adam's deal with them. And it's kind of, listen, here's my kind of issue with it, and I'm going to be straight honest right up front with you. I don't really enjoy the fact that that we're just kind of playing off the nostalgia. The fact that Happy Gilmore worked is because it was easy for us to believe, because we believe he actually was, that his character was actually that kind of like sensible, like he was actually drunk or that dumb the entire time.
What are we doing?
Adam Sandler was young at the time. That's what made the movie funny. And so now here we are, how many years later? When did Happy Gilmore, the movie? The movie came out in 1996. The movie came out in 1996. It's 28 years old. And now 28 years later, we are still supposed to ride the nostalgia train with Adam Sandler. And I know that Adam Sandler has a very huge and prominent fan base, and I'm a part of that. But what I don't think is it a 28 years later kind of situation, which is also on this list, by the way.
What are we doing?
Didn't plan that one, but kind of did. Just kind of came to me. So Happy Gilmore 2, man. I mean, obviously, what's going to happen is Netflix is going to push this. We can never really track what Netflix's numbers are or what the situation is. They could theoretically come out and say every single one of the Netflix accounts that's on their server is watch this movie, and that it's the #1 movie of all time. 99% of the time, most movies that come out on Netflix exclusively, like Happy Gilmore 2 will, a week later, Netflix comes out and it's like, it was our biggest thing of all time. And then the next thing is the biggest thing of all time. So Happy Gilmore 2, it'll be there and it'll be around on Netflix. It'll probably trickle with its popularity. I don't know, man. I think we need a little bit more originality from Adam Sandler, and the nostalgia train needs to be stopped in 2025. Mortal Kombat 2, I'm sure will have a crazy following. The only one Megs is excited for is A Simple Favor 2. Okay, we're talking what? Anne Hathaway? And is that Blake Lively? Is that who's in A Simple Favor? Am I getting those two names right? A Simple Favor? Yes. Oh, Anna Kendrick. I'm sorry. Anna Kendrick. Not Anne Hathaway. Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively.
What are we doing?
A Simple Favor. I mean, talk about an incredible film. So A Simple Favor 2, we're kind of excited for. Next is Avatar Fire and Ash. And hey man, listen, here's the situation. I don't want to complain this whole time, but basically I'm going to lay it down like this. If when this movie comes out or they start promoting it next year, if James Cameron gets on one single freaking interview and tries to tell me that he had to invent the technology to create the fire in Avatar Fire and Ash, and that none of the fire we see in the actual movie is actual fire, and it's all just this brand new multi-billion-dollar technology that he purchased and half created and invested in to create the world's greatest film ever, Avatar 3, Fire and Ash.
What are we doing?
Wicked, of course, is killing it in the box office. So Wicked for Good sequel is coming out. I'm sure that was already in the works thanks to Ariana Grande. The Accountant 2, Downton Abbey 3, whatever, The Black Phone 2, that apparently was a great movie as well. We should probably watch Black Phone 1. Final Destination 6 is coming out next year, and is anyone's I wish a log would smash me in the face.
What are we doing?
We need, you know what? I'm sorry. Here's the situation. We need as many Final Destination films as there are Fast and Furious. How many Fast and Furious? Don't we have 13 Fast and the Furious films? So we need at least 6. We need another twice as many Final Destination films on the docks, on the books. Fund them, get them in pre-production with different directors and cast on all of them, and have none of the storylines make any sense with nothing that we've had in the past and nothing we have now, and just get them out. Make Final Destination 7 through 19 next year and get it done.
What are we doing?
Karate Kid's Legends, of course, we dropped the bag on Jackie Chan. You can't have the nostalgia coming back of everyone from the Karate Kid, because the Karate Kid series on Netflix is a really good and a really, really good series, and everyone seems to love it. So we're going to make a Karate Kid movie, and we're going to spend all the money that Netflix made off of Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai, the show about karate. How interesting can it be?
What are we doing?
But why not give us Jackie Chan one more time? Okay, could be his last movie, folks. Five Nights at Freddy's Chapter 2. You'll never guess what happens in that one. Somebody dies. The Strangers Chapter 2. That could be interesting. We'll see where it goes there. Bridget Jones, mad about the boy. Hey, no one asked for it.
What are we doing?
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Let's keep the reboots going. We're now in the early to mid 2000s era of reboots, folks, and they're only going to get worse because as that time went on, rebooting the 90s is fine, but rebooting the mid 2000s, the Laura Crofts, the I Know What You Did Last Summers, that's a little risque. So hear me out when I say I Know What You Did Last Summer maybe is a smash, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Of course, Marvel has to drop something at least once a year, so why not another Captain America 9? Captain America Brave New World. That'll do its traditional 50 million the first day, 100 million the weekend, and then it'll trickle off from there because Marvel hasn't put anything good out in a while. But who knows? With a new Captain America behind the shield, I don't know if that necessarily brings the same ticket draw as the old guy. So, just saying, I don't know, Marvel, see what you can do. We'll see what you got in 2025. Wake Up Dead Man and Knives Out Mystery, Knives Out 3 or 4, whatever we're at now. Cool, guess what? Someone gets murdered.
What are we doing?
Mission Impossible, I pray to God the final reckoning is the final reckoning. Ghost Protocol of missions past. Is it finally impossible now? Can we finally get through it? Can we finally kill off this man? We're done. We need no more of these. We need no more ways that this man, freaking Ethan Hunt, there's no more ways this man can climb on a plane, climb up a building, attach himself to something, drive a dirt bike off of a mountain. There's no more stunts for him to do. There's no more stunts for Tom Cruise to do.
What are we doing?
Go spend time with your daughter. Go spend time with her. Go spend time with Suri. Go spend time with her. Go go to Scientology church. Do something other than make these movies. End it. Wrap it up.
What are we doing?
And then last but not least, and this is a great one. Or no, we have one more. Did I skip one? I might have skipped one, dude. Did I skip one? Yes, I did. I skipped one. I skipped right over it, and thank God, the best for last, the one I skipped. We've got two more. The last one, SpongeBob movie. Another SpongeBob movie because we need 19 of these a year to keep pumping on that billion-dollar franchise. Shout out to Nickelodeon for keeping the sponge alive. SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Search for SquarePants. I don't know if we're looking for SpongeBob himself in this movie or if we're searching for his pants in this movie, but I'm sure at some point in time, A, we're going to find out, and B, I'm going to have to watch the whole movie and review it for an hour and a half straight on this podcast for you guys.
What are we doing?
And last but not least, the most exciting on the list film that I have for you, Now You See Me 3. We finally got approval, greenlit. We've started principal photography. I think we're filming right now with Jesse Eisenberg and his friend from the zombie movie. What's it? Woody Harrelson. Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson are back together for Now You See Me 3.
What are we doing?
I don't know if we're bringing back Daniel Radcliffe, but we could leave him out of it probably. But here's the issue. If we don't have at least a triplet set, or maybe a quintuplet. If we need at least 3 or 4 versions of Woody Harrelson. We need to introduce one more. The last movie, there were 2. If we do not double, if not triple the amount of Woody Harrelsons in Now You See Me 3, like make it so it's like now you see him 3 times. Hello, it's in the title. Make it happen. Let's go. Now You See Me has become one of the most laughable, most hilarious, most hated on, anti-negative reviewed movie, I think, franchise I've ever seen. The fact that we're getting a third Now You See Me is actually quite literally hilarious. I don't think I can really comprehend anything else happening in 2025 other than a Now You See Me 3 Me. And I don't know why, unless maybe the news will come out later. But what I just thought of is, why don't they call the film Now You 3 Me?
What are we doing?
And it's all about Criss Angel and Jesse Eisenberg and I forgot his name already, Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, and Criss Angel have a threesome in a hotel room in Las Vegas while trying to figure out this crazy mystery murder. One of their magician friends was murdered in Las Vegas. And they've got to figure it out. And through a wild night of alcohol and drugs, Criss Angel, Woody Harrelson, and Jesse Eisenberg are caught in a whirlwind of love and passion for one another in the hotel room while trying to solve the mystery of their best friend's murder.
What are we doing?
That's probably the plot. That's probably the plot of Now You See Me 3. There's nothing really else I can think of to happen. Based on the events of the last movie, there's nothing really else that could happen. That's pretty much, we've closed every other door. We figured every other detail of the universe out. And this is the last kind of mystery lingering in the air. Are they or aren't they? Will Criss Angel show up? Who knows? Now You See Me 3, wrap it up. End of the franchise. Let's introduce it. Let's get that scene filmed. Let's pay these three the big bucks to make this happen. So I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for Now You See Me 3. I think even though we know it's going to be astronomically terrible and probably not make any money whatsoever.
What are we doing?
And so those are just the movies you have to look forward to this year, okay? So this honey scam, I want to talk about this. It's kind of old news at this point. It's about a week and a half old. I think about at this point after the report initially came out. I think now Honey has lost like 3 million users of the plugin. For those of you who don't know about this, Honey is it's a browser extension, right? You probably have it on your Chrome browser, maybe Edge or Firefox. And every time you go to checkout, whether it's Amazon or your favorite department store, wherever you shop online the most, that little honey pot pops up and says, hey, there may or may not be a coupon out there. Click here and let us save you money.
What are we doing?
And so from the beginning, those of them who were smart and those of us who were dumb believed in it, and those of us who were smart thought, well, wow, this kind of seems like a scam, because where are they getting their money from? If they're just giving away free money as coupon codes, how are they then getting paid as a company? How does it become worth as much more than $4 billion for the fact that that's what PayPal paid for it a mere few years ago? So this company became this big hoopla. Your YouTubers, favorite influencers have used and slung the money of Honey to you as the viewers for sponsored videos and posts. Use our link below, download Honey today and start saving. All of your favorite, some of your favorite YouTubers most likely have a video out there of them saying, this video is brought to you by Honey.
What are we doing?
And so as it turns out, Honey's not so sweet, okay? And what they've been doing this entire time has kind of been a little scammy, and this is how they've made their money, baby. We figured it out. Someone finally cracked the code. And so with the inevitability of the internet, we have now discovered that when you use Honey, anytime you click or interact with that Honey application in the checkout, Honey will remove whatever source code or material and or affiliate link that is attached to your URL and replace it with their own. Meaning, if you have ever clicked on your favorite creators' affiliate links in the descriptions down below, if you've ever gone to wadpod.com/blue and gotten yourself some free blue chew, If you would have gone last year, if you would have gone to wadpod.com/blue and landed on our Blue Chew affiliate linked page, and then went to check out and you got our awesome deal. It was free. You only had to pay $5 for shipping, but for some of you, $5 might be too much. So when the little honey pot starts dancing and it says, hey, we might be able to save you more money, click, and then it does its thing. And then it comes back and says, hey, you're getting the best price. It's free today. All you got to do is pay $5 and that's it. You hit checkout and honey has now stolen my commission and I will never receive a penny for that sale.
What are we doing?
Because when you clicked their application to save even more, they removed my affiliate link and replaced it with their own. There's no way to track this. There's no way to tell how many times they've done it. And there's no way to tell how much money they've made off of your favorite creators and people like you who have affiliate links. Who's got a link tree? Hey, you got a link tree with your Amazon products in it. So if anyone buys it from your Amazon link tree, you're going to get 30 cents for the sale. Not anymore. All thanks to honey.com.
What are we doing?
So Honey has stolen what we can now only assume, because guess what? PayPal bought them for $4 billion. We would assume double that. So we're guessing upwards of $8 billion to $10 billion that Honey, now known as PayPal Honey, has stolen from small and medium and large creators and other people like me and you alike across the internet.
What are we doing?
So what's crazy is we've always had creators like, I think Markiplier was talking about this a mere few years ago, right? Let's listen to what he had to say.
Really distrust Honey. And I don't, okay, all right, guys, all right, we're gonna stop. Everyone listen. I don't know what it is, but my gut tells me that nothing in life is free. So where's all these savings coming from? And like the money that people get from Honey,
Does the man have a point?
Trust it. They push so much advertising. They push so much advertising on YouTube. They do brand deals with other YouTubers. I think they've even offered me, and I said no, because I just don't trust Honey. I have a feeling there's gonna, in like a couple years, there's gonna be the great Honey conspiracy of like 2022, and I don't know what it is. I have no.
What are we doing?
2 years late, Mark, but guess what? We cracked the how do you, this is where you start then to think, how do you try, what other companies do you have your money or best interest in, and or anything else that's stored online, or what you use, or what they're tracking, or what they're doing behind the scenes. If it ever seems too good to be true online, what I need you to understand is that it always will inevitably end in that disaster. Like, you know what I mean? Like it has to be like Honey. I'm a victim, dude. I'm a victim of this. I've used it. I have it installed. I uninstalled it now. Obviously, I'm one of the 3 million who no longer do. But like this has to go down in history as one of the biggest, I think, online social media scams of all time. So shout out to Megalag, dude. Megalag is the guy who did the initial investigation. He's the one who put all this stuff together. He did the testing. He checked the rewards program. That's even sketchy. There's so much sketchy and behind the scenes stuff going on with Honey, to the point where, your favorite creator, Linus Tech Tips, MKBHD, anyone that you have seen on YouTube, there is probably a solid chance that they have at one point in time been approached by and or done work with Honey, this disgusting company out there stealing money from people like you and me. So did the Honey conspiracy is pretty much one of the wildest things that I've ever heard. It's pretty much one of the most blatantly, it's gotta be, I mean, they can theoretically put it in their terms of service, but at the end of the day, I don't think like a terms of service is not an end all be all protection from the legals of it all. The terms of service does not mean just because it's in the terms of service doesn't mean they can do something illegal. Haley Welch chalk to a coin.
What are we doing?
Don't know where she's been. She's on break for the holiday, I guess. Well, hopefully we'll see her in 2025. Do you think, here's a hot take prediction, do you think we'll see Haley Welch in 2025? Like, is she gone now? Is she coming back? Does she deserve to come back? What do you think the plan is for Haley Welch and the hawk to a coin? You know what I mean? I don't know if there's anything else to be said. But at the end of the day, meh, you know? So listen, all of the retailers are going out. They're all going out. It's the end of retail business as we know it. Millennials were in a unique position where we've seen the internet destroy industries now. We've seen all of the bookstores gone. We've got a few left that survived the apocalypse of Amazon. But let's face it, where do you buy your books now? There's no more Borders, and there's hardly any barn. There's one or few bookstores left. Okay, there's one or two left that you can find nowadays, and the rest are mom and pop little stores that you need to find in your little towns, and they're nooks and crannies, and they don't have great websites, so you can't really find them online. And so Amazon has destroyed it, and so now the uprise and everything else of online shopping and e-commerce has officially put its toll and its death warrants to multiple brands that you and I know and trust. If you haven't heard the news, Party City, out, gone, done. They all got the notice last week, 3 days before Christmas. And basically most stores have until the end of February 2025. And then they're donezo funzo. Most things are on sale, 30 to 50% off. Find your local Party City soon and go there if you need anything like party supplies next year. Plan ahead and make it happen now, because come February, you're going to have to wait until, August, October time until Spirit Halloween officially opens in your town. So be on the lookout. Party City, gone. Who else? Big Lots. They were all gone, but I think they just got saved the other day, and now some of them are coming back, but Big Lots has been on its way out for years now. They're out, dude. Get them out. We don't need any more Big Lots. Advanced Auto Parts, guess what? We've got Amazon now, and half the employees at any Advanced Auto Parts you go to doesn't really know what the heck they're talking about, or they're so old and have worked there so long, they do know what they're talking about, but they're just grouchy, and you don't want to work with them. And so just order the parts on Amazon, watch a YouTube video, and do it yourself like most manly men.
What are we doing?
And so Advanced Auto Parts on its way out. You can get oil and shit from Walmart. We don't need them around. Denny's closing restaurants left and right. Macy's closing stores left and right. JCPenney's closing stores left and right. We are living through the downfall of the retail e-commerce. We are living through it. It's done. It's over. Even though you can go and order things on Macy's.com and JCPenney's and PartyCity.com and pick it up curbside, just like every other store and franchise on the planet, doesn't mean we actually do or we ever freaking will.
What are we doing?
So these places are out. They've got to get to it. We've got to hop on board. It's time to see what they're doing. Oh, looky Lou, what they're doing over in China. They've already caught on, okay? It's called live social shopping. If you own a business, if you provide a service, if you have an establishment, if you are a creative or a service provider, a photographer, a hairstylist, a tattoo artist, and you have a spot, and if you have a private office or a place you rent or a studio for your photography, and you don't have a camera or an iPhone or an iPad streaming your studio and you doing your work all day, every day, the hustle and grind you put into your business nonstop, if it's not streaming live on TikTok, Instagram, nonstop, 40 hours a week, You're already losing. You're already losing. You need to make it your priority right now. If you don't have 1,000 followers on TikTok, fine. That's probably going away January 20th. Who knows what's going to happen come mid-January when we get a new president? I don't know. We'll see. But presumably, we're losing TikTok anyway. So let's go where all of your friends are because they'll share and boost the shit out of you is Instagram, Facebook. Go live. If you are a hairstylist, put a camera in the corner of your salon, whether you work at Sports Clips, Great Clips, you have your own place. There are employees of Subway putting their phone behind the counter and just having it watch. And they're live on TikTok while they work their 4 or 5 hour shift at Subway, and they take any gifts as tips, and they are saving for a car. It's time to go. Get on live and make it happen. What you need to do if you are a service provider, a photographer, a hairstylist, or anything else, you need to be on live. Live e-commerce shopping 24/7. If you're a hairstylist and you work at Sports Clips or you're privileged enough to have your own place, get on live 8 hours a day. And when you're cutting hair, let it run. And when you're not cutting hair, pull the bottles of shampoo off the shelf and have your affiliate links in the description down below or a link in your bio or have a link tree set up properly so you can show people the products you're using on your clients while they're there in your salon so they can know what to expect when they come in next. And so, hey, by the way, if they don't want to necessarily come in, maybe because they're not in your local town or area, they stumbled upon your page, but they want to support you as a creator, but they still want to use that shampoo, they'll buy it from you and you're making money off of that sale anyways. As long as they don't have the honey extension installed, you'll get money for the sale. You need to be live nonstop. And then when another client comes in, stop slinging the products, go back to the client, have music playing, have a conversation going, do whatever you want to do, but have that live running as long as you can. If you're in the studio for 10 hours, be live for 10 hours. If you're in the studio for 8 hours, be live for 8 hours. If you're doing it for 4, do it for 4, but be consistent and do it all day, every single day, and you'll be the first and the best to do it in your area because I guarantee you right now, where you live, where you're listening to this clip from, no one's doing it. No one, your competition is not on live right now selling their services, showing their studio, showing their products, what they're doing on a daily basis. No one is doing it. Go live 10 hours a day, and I guarantee you in 2025, it'll not only double your following and you'll get more eyeballs on your business and your social page and everything else that you need to do. I guarantee you, locally, people will start recognizing you because that's what the algorithm's doing. That's what the algorithm's doing for live right now. It's pushing the local. Even if they're not your followers, people are still getting notified when lives are happening around their area. So if you're just live nonstop, oh, and by the way, the same people you're renting those cubicles with or your office space, have them share it. Have them be live. Share everyone's lives. Have the whole building go live and have it be this one big conglomerate of just relationships and people popping in and out. It's called streamers. It's called features, baby. Make it happen. Talk to the camera. You are the product now, and you need to be on top of it. And that's what these companies can't compete with. I guarantee you in 2025, what you're going to start seeing is jobs. You're going to see jobs pop up for Amazon, Walmart, Target, Walgreens. All of the big box stores will be hiring live social media personalities. And when you go to TikTok, guess what you're going to see? Someone live from the Target account, and they're going to be slinging the hottest deals. Hey, come get this iPad, $50 off, unlimited $50 off iPads. Click this link, get your iPads $50 off for the next hour. Get this iPad. It's the cheapest price right now. We don't price match. Use our link in the description, and that's how you get it. Through the TikTok shop, through the Instagram app. You can buy shit on Instagram. You're going to start seeing people, and their only job is to be live on Target's account, on Walmart's account, on Walgreens account, and they're going to be slinging deals in an hour, and the next hour something else is going to come in, and it's going to be quick and it's going to go fast. China already has it figured out. We're not quite there yet, but with the downfall of the big box, some of the big boxes, the early on ones who haven't quite figured out that social game yet, I don't think Party City's getting 1 million likes on their TikToks. You know what I mean? At the corporate level. So what needs to happen now is if you are at that entrepreneurial level and you are within the spirit of doing what you want to do on a daily basis, you need to be live. If you don't have 1,000 on TikTok, fine. It's going to be banned in 3 weeks. Get on Instagram. Make a new Instagram. Go live on that. Make a business page. Go live on your personal. Do something. Just put out content. And then you can take that live and you can learn from it, and you can learn how to talk to your audience and how to talk to the camera, make behind the scenes content. All it takes is a phone, get a DJI Osmo, do something to promote your business. But when I tell you that live social e-commerce is going to be the key for 99% of businesses, and not only coming next year, but the years to follow, 5 to 10 will be the trend. Mark my words now, live social e-commerce. Get on it. Have your affiliate links ready. Have your link tree ready, and make sure you're genuine. Talk to the camera. Get a little clip-on microphone. They only cost $80. Get a tripod. Get a ring light. You're out $200, and you're live 10 hours a day. If you do 10 haircuts, bada bing, bada boom. Talk to the camera 10 times. Say you're exhausted. Thank you guys for the gifts. You probably made $12 in tips that day. And bam, it's done. And now you've promoted your business not only locally, but on the page. Instagram likes you. And whenever you post photos or behind the scenes content, it's going to push, 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 because they know you go live. Going live is the trend for 2025. Go live in 2025. Mark my words. If you don't do it now, it's too late. You can't do it halfway through. You got to start right now, January 1st. Do it. Stream all year, every day in 2025. Go live at least for 5 minutes, if not 10 hours a day, and make it freaking happen. All right, dude, let's do it. It's time. It's time to do the taste test. We're pulling them out randomly one at a time. These are the official Trailer Park Boys potato chips, okay? We got these imported all the way from Canada. If you know anything about the Trailer Park Boys, dude, I mean, it's one of those cult classic shows. I mean, it's kind of going a little mainstream. Netflix kind of had it for a while, big over the pandemic. I mean, just going back to the originals and the movies and all the 90s content that those guys put out, the Trailer Park Boys is presumably one of those series that just will never kind of fade in time. The jokes are timeless, the comedy, just the overall plot and atmosphere and characters and everything that they resemble and stand for. It's just one of those situations where you can sort of relate, like you kind of just are like, yeah, I get it. When this shit happens, and it's funny and it's hilarious, Ricky, Bubble, sure, the whole 9 yards. So when I saw these chips be announced recently, I was like, I gotta get them. And then they're like, yeah, they're only coming to Canada supermarkets. I don't know what to do about that. And so then we found a guy. He was on TikTok. I don't know his name. I'll find out his name. I'll put it on the screen. We found a guy. And we finally got them. We got them all delivered just in time for Christmas. So we're going to try these now. I mean, the bag design, we've got the boys as potato spuds at the top. We've got a stamp of approval, certification from Conky up there in the corner. I mean, the bag design is impeccable. I mean, the overall attention to detail. We've got the hand-drawn label here. These ones we're going to start with, these are the dill pickle Trailer Park Boy chips. Now, as I promised, I'm not going to munch into the microphone. I think instead what we'll do is we'll put like a Trailer Park Boys kind of sound effect over the crunch of the chips so we don't bother the ears of those people listening with sensitivity issues. These are the dill pickle Trailer Park Boys chips, medium-sized bag, and it's decently full. And it's already a, it's like a thin Lay's kind of, if I had to compare it to something, like a Lay's-style chip.
Who doesn't have a little puff from time to time?
I mean, wow. I don't usually like the pickle. I don't like deep fried pickles. I like pickles on my burger, but not deep fried or hot. These.
Give him his cat.
It's my cat now.
I don't care. Give him his cat.
What do you think? We'll give one to Lou Bug. He was a little skeptical at first, but we'll see. The dill pickle variation.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everybody.
I kind of like those. It's giving me like sour cream and onion. It's giving me sour cream and onion mixed with the tang of the dill pickle, dude. Now these are chicken chips. Now, I don't think I've ever had chicken chips. I think this might be a Canada thing. I'm not sure if we have chicken chips here in the United States, but I don't think I've ever experienced chicken chips. These are apparently a staple in Canada, as well as the ketchup. The ketchup fries, I got to give the rest of those to Meg. She's excited about those. Let's try the chicken chips. Artwork impeccable. Tasters like me, roasters with spices. Chicken chips. Buck. Uh-huh.
All right, everybody, fuck it. We're gonna get drunk. We're gonna be donaires tonight. And I plan on getting drunk as fuck tonight. Drunk as fuck.
Oh, these are good. Oh, these might be my favorite so far. Lubug, try one of these. There you go, Lubug.
Here's what I know, Ricky.
Lubug
If you
got
love
one.
something, let it go. If it comes back to you, you own it. If it doesn't, you don't
I didn't
own
have
it.
lunch
And
today
if it
either.
doesn't, you're an asshole, just like you.
Those are good. Get me some chicken chips, dude. I get it now. Hey, I get it now.
What are we doing?
What are these? Oh, dude, I've been wanting to try these too. You okay, Lubug? Lubug just had a big sneeze. These are the Dirty Burger chips. These are sold exclusively at the Dirty Burger. Get yourself a cheeseburger. Randy and Phil. All right. We all know and love the Dirty Burger. These ones. Oh, that's got a real cheeseburger smell, dude. The bag smells like cheeseburgers. I'll tell you what.
He just waltzes in there and becomes the king of the cart.
We ain't down with killing, we down with chilling. Peace.
Peace.
A little bit of a ketchup taste. And then you hit the mustard. And then you hit the mustard. And then it has that dirty cheeseburger, that kind of dirty cheeseburger kind of taste, right? That one might be at the bottom of my list so far. I don't know about the mustard taste. It does taste like a cheeseburger at its core. I can't be mad at it. I got to give it a Gordon Ramsay point because it does taste like a cheeseburger, but it's that mustardy taste. Now I want a damn cheeseburger.
What are we doing?
These are fries with ketchup. Check out that artwork. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. Fries with ketchup. I don't know. Megs is obsessed with these. Anytime we can find Lay's ketchup chips, she buys them.
Who doesn't have a little puff from time to time?
Give him his cat.
It's my cat now.
I don't care. Give him his cat.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everybody.
These are at the bottom of my list, but I guarantee you Megs is going to love them. Here, Lubo. It tastes like fries with ketchup. It tastes like fries with ketchup, dude. This is your official last bag. Trailer Park Boys potato chip review. Are we the only United States podcast that has these? I think we need clarification right now. We need to go to the streets. We need to figure it out. I think we need to clarify, and I'm pretty sure we might be the only United States podcast to do a Trailer Park Boy chip review. Let's find out. Let's get that diploma. Let's get that plaque on the wall.
What are we doing?
Getting sweaty from all these chips. Last one. Dressed all over. This is another Canadian thing. Another Canadian flavor, dressed all over, something we don't really have in the United States. So I don't know what to expect here. Look at this big honker.
All right, everybody, fuck it. We're gonna get drunk. We're gonna be donaires tonight. And I plan on getting drunk as fuck tonight. Drunk as fuck.
Who doesn't have a little puff from time to time?
We ain't down with killing, we down with chilling. Peace.
Peace. He just waltzes in there and becomes the king of the carts.
Whew, that's a chip, dude. That's a Canadian chip. Well, I'll tell you what. I think my favorite was the chicken. I might finish that bag. But all in all, flavors are good. I like the pickle. I like the chicken. Cheeseburger tastes like cheeseburger. Ketchup and fries all dressed were meh for me, but that was pretty freaking good. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Levi McCurdy. This has been our last episode of 2024. I can't wait to see you in 2025. And if there's one thing that I need you to take with you into the new year, unlike Gypsy Rose and Ken, because guess what? They're Splitsville. They've officially broken up. DMs are leaked, text messages, the account got hacked. It's a whole messy situation. Gypsy's body isn't like an hourglass. Before, she was this skinny, sexy bitch, but then she got pregnant, so now she's more like a rectangle, and so she needs to find a wardrobe and get fashionable with the shape of a rectangle now that she's pregnant and having a baby. And Ken doesn't want anything to do with that because I'm pretty sure she still has feelings for Ryan. So now that her and Ken broke up, we're going into the new year with hope for Gypsy and Ryan to get back together. You're hearing it first. That's my prediction. Her and Ken, beep, boop, bop, breaking news, just broke up. Gypsy Rose, Blanchard. Dunzo, Splitsville. Done like you actually give a shit and care about it.
What are we doing?
So her and Ken are out. Now she's going to go have the baby by herself. And Ryan's going to probably raise that baby as a weird love trailer park triangle, dude.
What are we doing?
It's only best that we end this podcast episode on a trailer park love triangle while trying the Trailer Park Boys potato chips. I'm going to finish the chicken. Where are those chicken chips, bro? Give me these, dude. It's the end of the year. We can start working out in 2025. You know what I mean? If Gypsy Rose is just going to be out here breaking up with motherfucker. I mean,
A little puff from time to
can you
time.
imagine this? Imagine this for me. Ryan Blanchard and Ken Martin, whatever Ken's last name is, we don't give a shit. Now that Gypsy's done with both of them, Ken and Ryan become friends, and the Instagram lives, the TikTok lives that Ryan does that are desperate and weird, and he just cries about Gypsy the whole time, Ken will become a part of, and it'll just be them in Ryan's double wide trailer playing Nintendo 64, just like Corey and fucking Trevor from the Trailer Park Boys. It's the What Are We Doing podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next year in 2025. Peace out.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everybody.